Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, it looks like we can finally maybe begin to put that colder weather behind us just a little bit. It looks like this next coming week it's going to be warming up nicely, to say the least, and a lot of people are going to be hitting the lakes around the area. This past week has been kind of hit and miss. Still a lot of ice on a lot of northern lakes yet, minimizing the amount of shore fishing traffic out there, and especially the boat traffic. But again, by this coming weekend, most of the lakes should be open across eastern South Dakota. The main bite right now continues to be the Missuri River from boat and from shore, but what guys are using out there as far as presentations are concerned, from the boat, mainly jigs and minnows. A few guys are pulling plugs or even throwing a casting crankbaits, but also the short bite starting to pick up. And as I talked about last week, the original floating wrap and then also the Berkley hit sticks are definitely doing the trick out there, and a lot of guys are catching fish, and that bite is only going to get better as the water temperatures increase. As far as area lakes around here, again, the short bite's been pretty minimal. A few walleyes being caught at Diamond, but mainly been on the small side. Brandt's been producing a few walleyes, as well as Island Lake, and then also a few at Lake Madison. So again, very few and far between, but again, this report that I'm giving you today is going to be dramatically different the next day and this weekend because of the fact of the warming temperatures and the warming water temperatures out there. So keep that in mind. The bite's only going to get better from here on out. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about something that we usually don't talk about this time of year, but a lot of guys are using it, especially out in the Missuri River, and having a lot of luck. And what I'm going to talk about is snap jigging. A lot of guys now are using lures such as the Rapala jigging wrap, the Acme hyper rattle, also the clam tikka minnow has been a real big player this past week. And all they're doing is ripping that presentation, ripping that jig, and a lot of walleyes are responding to it, and nice, healthy walleyes, to say the least. There's a couple of ways you can fish that. You can cast that jigging wrap or that lure out and then let it hit the bottom and rip it back towards you, and just keep doing that until the lure gets back to your boat, obviously. Or you can have it alongside your boat, and at that point in time, just kind of rip it towards the front. So again, as you're trolling along, drop it down alongside the boat, rip it towards the front, let it come back. Again, that presentation has been working really well to produce a lot of nice walleyes in the boat the past couple of weeks. So again, the three main ones that people are using out there, right now I even say 4, but you got the clam tikka minnow, also the Rapala jigging wrap, the Acme hyper rattle, as well as the moonshine lure. So again, all 4 of them have been working really well, and we have great stock on hand. And if you don't know how to use it, stop on by and we can show you how to do it. Or if you can't make it to the store, again, check us out online at dakotaangler.com, and we'll ship your order out the next day. Or feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. And folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you of our annual Berkley Days that's going to be taking place here at the store at Dakota Angler on April 9th and 10th. Brad Durick will also be on hand at that point in time, a Berkley pro staffer that will be more than willing to talk catfishing with anyone that wants to stop on by. And we're going to have some fantastic deals on a lot of Berkley and pure fishing products. So again, our annual Berkley Days, April 9th and 10th, here at the store at Dakota Angler on 1120 East Benson Road here in Sioux Falls. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week, and again, thanks for watching. Stay healthy and stay safe.